Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome back to another TEW 2016 video. Of course, we are playing the Road to Glory here with Kyler Adams. Now, it's been a while since I played, well, the Road to Glory and, of course, TEW 2016. Of course, we had the release of the beta for 2020, and since then I've really been smashing out a lot of Black Canvas grappling episodes, and they've been pretty well received. So, if for some reason you haven't viewed the series so far, I do recommend you go and check it out if you are, kind of just a fan of the Road to Glory. It's a similar booked series, like the videos are in the same sort of format. So I think it's a pretty easy transition. Either way, I have actually finished playing the beta, and of course the full release is not going to be for about another 8 days or so when this one does come out. So we're back on 2016 for a little while. I'm going to have a few of these episodes coming out, as well as starting a possible second series on TEW 2020 as well. The Black Canvas Grappling series will actually continue once the full release has come out for that game. Anyway, yeah, I need to have a little look at the history here, because we had our pay-per-view last time, Libere La Caida, and of course we also had the signing of the legendary, well, the soon-to-be legend in Gino Montero. Let's go and have a little look at him, just to sort of refresh you guys. He's pretty bloody incredible. Let's just say that. He's very, very, very good. And, he's relatively popular as well. Pretty close to a B- popularity there. So yeah, happy with him. And he's going to be making his debut this episode, as you can probably tell from the title. Anyway, just to give you a little bit of a refresher on the popularity here. 70 C+ in West Central, and then we're at a 59 in Northern and Southeastern Mexico. Still quite a bit away from getting to National. As you can see, we need 65 importance in both of these regions here. Well, in all three regions, really. We're almost there for West Central, but pretty far away for the other two regions, unfortunately. Either way, we're going to advance. Let's get into Batella Turner. Like I said, it has been a while since I booked one of these shows, so it's going to be interesting. I guess we can kind of start a little bit fresh in that regard. Of course, we also have Jenna Montero now, so like I said, well, like you can tell from the episode's title, going to be making his debut in this first show, and I think we're going to try and work towards pushing him into the #1 contender slot. I think Kyler's going to take just a little bit of a back seat for now, as we try and push Gino up into that top level. We've got a few interesting things here. Unfortunately, Hio Del Mephisto has re-signed and extended his contract with South of the Border. He was a guy we were going for as well, to bring back to OLLIE'S, to pretty much be, a decent opponent for Gino. But we have another contract expiring here. Alborotado Confiado. Alborotado. I don't think we're going to be able to sign him, actually, because he's actually rated number 4 in the entire world. And as you can see, he's extremely over. A's across Mexico, and pretty much A's across America as well. How is he so over? That's an interesting question. But as you can see, we are too small for him, so yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. We've also got the written contract here for Phoenix 4, and we are still in negotiations to try and bring Extraordinario back to OLLIE'S as well. And I did say that he is kind of my chosen preference between him and Hio Del Mephisto, so I think we're hopefully, if we get to sign him, we're actually getting the better of the two. And here he is. We are actually signing him as well. Extraordinario. Going to be coming in as a heel, as that is sort of his preference. And he'll be able to start in it. Ooh, okay. All their contracts are starting to run out. This is like incredible territory for us. Mr. Lucha 3. And he's not too popular, really. As you can see, he's pretty incredible as well. We definitely want to try and sign him, because he can play face or heel. And I think we probably want him to come in as a heel. Yeah, I think a heel. And of course, Manuel Prieto is a blood relative. So yeah, let's start negotiating. 10 years, travel not covered. What is their offer? All right, so let's just go 12,000. I think that's a pretty good place to start our first negotiation. Oh, actually, he wants an extra $30 onto that. All right, so there we go. We're going to try and get him in as well. And of course, he's another former OLLIE guy. Does actually start at OLLIE at the beginning of the game. So we're trying to bring all the big names back that south of the border is stolen from us. Oh, and his contract still hasn't begun yet. Let's have a look. Can we actually see when it's going to begin? 10 more days. Okay, so I guess we'll see his debut at the end. Alright, that's fine. But let's just book the show. Now, what do we want for the main event? That's an interesting question. Now, I kind of want Blue Phantom to maybe drop the title soon, as he's now an upper mid-carder, and I think he's kind of almost ready to start being pushed up into the main event. Although we are getting new signings coming in pretty thick and fast. Alright, what I think we'll do, we'll have Angel of Mercy take on Silver Tiger. Non-title match. Just for 20 minutes. And then obviously Silver Tiger is going to pick up the victory there. Alright, so that's a good main event. I then think I want maybe a trios match where we're going to have Blue Phantom, El Mítico, and Kyla together to take on... let's go with Anarchist. Well, does Anarchist have an injury? I think he does. Yeah, he's got broken ribs. Alright, so let's go with Lunatic. And he can be partnered up by maybe the Silent Accusers. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good little team for these guys. And of course, we'll give Kyla the victory there as well. I think we can call it. Alright, so there we go. That's pretty good. We do need a #1 contenders match for the tag titles. So, let's go with New Wave Outlaws. And I think they're actually going to win. So let's have them take on the Puerto Rican boys. Yeah, we'll just go 10 minutes for that one. And I want to have... Let's go Mobstar the victory. I really do like Mobstar. And he's now pushing as a mid-carder. So I feel like that's kind of perfect. Pretty sure we can call as well, yeah. Alright, so that's our #1 contenders match. New #1 contenders in the New Wave Outlaws. Up next, we need a high spots match. Let's go with maybe El Critico. And who's a good face? Let's go maybe Phoenix 5. Have we done this match yet? I don't think we have, yeah. Alright, so Critico is going to win. And of course, it is going to be the high spots match as well. We then need a women's match. So let's go with a triple threat tag team match for the women. And of course, we can have the crown in there. as they're kind of our resident women's tag team. Then let's go with Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez. And finally, Francisca Marcos and Hellcat Hernandez. I feel like that's a pretty good tag team as well, these two girls. We'll give him 12 minutes, and I think we'll actually give the victory to... Let's give it to Dreamer. I mean, she's our champion. It kind of makes sense. It's more just a bit of a throwaway match. And of course, we'll make it storytelling there as well. Alright, I think we can do one more. So, who have we got left? Let's do another trios match. And this one we might do... Let's do the Galactic Union, and they can be partnered up with Dragon Americano to take on maybe Boom Boom Jamaica, Nicholas Lopez, and Tricolor. I feel like this is a pretty competitive match. I might even try and give it 20, although it will give us less promo time. And I think we'll give Boom Boom the victory there as well. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, let's do angles. So Silver Tiger needs a 6-minute angle. We'll then go with Blue Phantom, El Medico, and Kyla. Have all three of them rated on entertainment, I think. We can then go with maybe El Critico. Just to try and boost him up a little bit. We want to make sure that he's not our forgotten man as we start to bring in some more of these like high-level talents. As far as the women go, let's go with Dreamer and Pinky. The Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez, they are the winning women's tag team, so give them a nice promo together as well. And I think, yeah, we're pretty much good. Let's do a couple of pre-show matches. Let's go with Dos Phoenix taking on the Juggernauts 1. Never mind, we won't do that. I forgot about Phoenix's injury. Let's do Team Burning Fury instead. Just a quick 10-minute match, and we'll give Motoyuki Miyake the victory there as well. Then let's stick with a singles women match, and we want Alina America taking on... let's go Mystery Pink, I think. Good experience there for Alina. But we will have Mystery Pink get the victory. I think we can call, but... Yeah, kind of just. She can only just call. Either way. Doesn't really matter too much. And then finally we'll do a trios as well to round off the show. We'll try and get some of our other guys. Let's get Scythe, Slayer, and Major Juanta to take on Amazing Firefly, Hurricane, and Yellow Flash. Alrighty, there we go. And then we'll give Scythe the victory as well. Too easy. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. Let's double check generic venue. We are not in a generic venue, if I can speak properly. Did I put that on then? Yes. How much would we get? We'd get about 5,000 for those other two regions. Interesting. I mean, it's not going to make a difference. Our popularity is still going to increase due to our TV deal. So yeah, let's run the show. Start off with a 55 C-, where we have Team Burning Fury defeating the Juggernauts in 10:27, when Motoyuki Miyake defeated Ramos the Executioner by pinfall with a knockout kick. And we also have Takashita improving in performance. We then go into a 62C, where we have Mystery Pink defeating Alina America in 10:09 by pinfall with a handful of tights. And we also have Alina America improving in performance skills as well. And then finally, last pre-show match getting a 65C, where we have Scythe, Slayer, and Major Huanta defeating Amazing Firefly, Huracan, and Yellow Flash in 9:34 when Scythe defeated Amazing Firefly by pinfall with an Underworld Spike. And then we also have Huracan improving in performance skills there as well. Alrighty, so we then kick the show off with our women's tag team promo from Dreamer and Perez, getting a 67C+. Not too bad, pretty happy. The women's triple threat tag match does really well, getting a 72B-, where we have Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez defeating the Crown and Francisca Marcos and Hellcat Hernandez in 11:50. The order of elimination was Francisca and Hellcat first, and then the Crown. Lots of improvements though. Queen Amazon improving in technical skills, Pinky improving in both Rumble and performance skills. We then have Hellcat improving in performance, and finally Francisca improving in Rumble skills as well. Pretty good match all around. This one's even better. We have a 76B- for the number one contenders tag team match, where we have New Wave Outlaws defeating the Puerto Rican Boys in 9:34 when Mobstar defeated Kid San Juan by pinfall with a flattener DDT. And again, more improvements. We've got Kid San Juan improving in performance skills and Mobstar in technical skills as well. Yeah, really good match. So let's get that pre-booked in for our next pay-per-view, which is, as you can see, essentially a month away because we had two pay-per-views really close. And it is Camine a Través del Fuego. So we'll get that booked in there. Do we want to do anything special for it? Maybe a first blood match, although it is brawl-based. Maybe not. I mean, we could go... Let's do 2v2 Lucha Libre rules. I feel like that's what Dos Phoenix are pretty much going to go for. They're gonna set the challenge, let's just say that. And a proper Lucha Libre tag team match will occur. Alright, moving on to an 88B+. Again, just under the A there for El Critico in his promos. Still love the guy. Absolutely love him. At 44 years old, still smashing it for us. His match getting a 73B- for the high spots, where El Critico defeated Phoenix 5 in 9:39 by pinfall with a critical mass. And we also have El Critico still improving in performance skills at that ripe old age. We then go into an 80B for one of our two six-man tags. In this one, we had Boom Boom Jamaica, Nicholas Lopez, and Tricolored Jr. defeating Dragon Americano and the Galactic Union in 1950 when Boom Boom Jamaica defeated Star Master by pinfall with a Drop the Boom. Yeah, good stuff. 80B. This is a solid match. That's a main event quality match. I mean, most of the guys in there are sort of upper mid-card. Well, I think they're all upper mid-card and above. So it's kind of understandable. We then go into an 89A for the other trios. Well, this trio promo, consisting of Blue Phantom, El Mitico, and Kyla. As you can see, Blue Phantom underwhelming. Kyla looked very good. And yeah, deserved better announcing and color commentary. The other trios match also getting an 80B, but for this one, I mean, this team is like mid-carders and lower mid-carders, so that's interesting. But we do have Blue Phantom, El Mitico, and Kyla Adams defeating Lunatic and the Silent Accusers in 9:43, when Kyla defeated Lunatic by pinfall with a Brain Buster. Kyla's pulling out the Brain Buster more often, I've noticed that. Pretty cool to see. Yeah, another 80B, another solid match. Kyla getting an 87 in-ring performance. El Mitico just behind him with an 80. Lunatic, unfortunately, off his game, only getting a 29, so Lunatic needs a lot of work. So does Anarchist as well. But they're going to be my next sort of project. We've got a few improvements. We've got Hush improving in Rumble skills, Blue Phantom in performance skills, and then Lunatic as well in Rumble as well. Rumble as well? Yeah, Rumble skills as well. Oh, I called the match. And of course, Lunatic, his psychology is pretty bad, so we won't be doing that again. Alright, so we then go into a 100A star angle here for Silver Tiger. As you'd expect, our champion. And wow, that's a really, really solid main event. 89A on the TV show. Non-title match as well. So if that was for the title, it'd probably be a 90. Very interesting. We get Silver Tiger, well, we have Silver Tiger defeating Angel of Mercy in 2024 by pinfall with a Silver Tiger driver. And of course, Angel of Mercy is improving in performance skills as well. So pretty much everyone has improved just in this one show. And that is a very, very solid main event. 89A. I didn't really expect Angel of Mercy to pull off a match of that quality. Anyway, I'm happy about it, that's for sure. Overall show rating getting us an 88B+ here for Battella Eterna, and show increasing our popularity in 5 regions. So, yeah, I'm still pretty happy with that. I'm pretty sure that our popularity is not going to rise in Puerto Rico because it is it has tiny coverage in that region. I think you need above tiny to actually get increases in popularity. So yeah. Anyway, our pay-per-view deal with Celestion Mexico is going to expire. But of course, that doesn't actually matter because we are now with Demand TV Mexico on the same pay-per-view carrier as south of the border with big coverage across Mexico. So that's awesome. So Alborotado Confiado renews his contract with south of the border. And we have a rival bid update. Let's have a look. They've upped it to 16,000, basically 17,000. And we are not going to be able to compete with that. Or so it seems. I mean, we'll leave it at that. Let's max that out as well. What's their... Yeah, we'll max that out at 15,250. So they're not doing travel. But let's go 20%. Events and A shows, and then I think we'll give him travel cover as well. But we're only going to be allowed to do 17,000. Which is not really too much. But I do think our deal's better, in my opinion. And hopefully we get Mr. Lucha 3 back. I would love to have him in the company. He's number 16 in the world in the Power 500 as well. Alright, so Slayer needs a bit of momentum. But honestly, I don't really see Slayer doing anything. He's kind of just a jobber at this point. I don't know. We could maybe team him up in a stable with Lunatic and Anarchist. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, Battella Eterna TV rating getting a 1.23. I think that's pretty good. And I think it's definitely up from where we have been recently. Also kind of cool, just 1, 2, 3, you know. It's the little things. Alright. Anyway, let's have a look at popularity. Probably no increases. Yeah, no increases. We're actually up to an 18 E- in Mid-South and Southwest. Anyway, let's just advance into the next Battella Eterna as well. And again, we're gonna try and get 3 shows booked because I do want to get the debut of Gino Montero. Alright, so Kid San Juan wants a better push. And El Critico's body type has changed. And he is now rated as toned. I'm pretty sure I didn't even do that. And he's up to a 72 B- star quality. Well, he was actually always the same. Does he have more sex appeal? His sex appeal went down by 2 points. Anyway, that's fine. Primus Allen relocating. And I think this is another... Yeah, they've readjusted their deal again. So I think that their contract's probably going to beat us out. In that case, let's do another 30%, man. This is what we did for Gino Montero. So we'll go 30%, and then we'll give the maximum bonus we can possibly give. So 15,810. And maybe push never lower than upper mid card. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll do that. Because, I mean, it's Mr. Lucha 3. He's never going to be lower than a mid... Probably never lower than a main eventer. Once he actually comes in. So I'm not too worried about that. Really. Insane Machine would be a good option to bring in for that stable with Anarchist and Lunatic. He kind of seems like a pretty good fit. I think there are a few other options that we could get as well. Maybe from EMLL. Okay, they've changed their offer yet again. Interesting, they actually lowered their signing bonus. I think they put a little bit more into wages, but they lowered that, I think. Okay, hopefully we get him. And our Fukuhiga leaving Winnow. As she did sign that written deal with 5-star. Alrighty, well, I'm looking forward to the next Batalo Turner. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do. We got a pretty big... Ooh, Electrico. I mean, all these south of the border contracts are literally running out right now, and it's kind of a perfect time for us as well. I mean, the only thing is we have to be careful about how many people we're signing. We already have a bloated roster. Yeah, I'm not really too worried about Electrico. He's too old. He's 43. Aldous Blackfriar, though, would be a decent option. Still only 23. Anyway, let's advance. Alright, backstage incident. We've got an incident with Nicolas Lopez. Still a negative influence for us. Give him a stern warning, and he is annoyed at the action. Perfect. And then we have Seth Whitehead entertaining everybody by organising a poker tournament, I think that was. Do we have any meddling to do? I think we're good. Let's just, we'll do a rib on Francisca. No effect. And, well, yeah, let's just advance. Unfortunately, the economy is down to a C+ now. However, the wrestling industry is almost at a B+. So that's not too bad. Alright, what are we going to do tonight? That is the question. I kind of want... I think Angel of Mercy is going to be our next #1 contender. Because of how well he did in that match last show. So let's have Angel of Mercy. What's his popularity? C-. Let's have him and Nicolas Lopez in our main event. And they're going to take on, I think they're going to take on El Critico. And I kind of want Angel of Mercy to get a victory over him. So El Critico can be partnered by Labyrinto, maybe? Yeah, so I think we'll do Labyrinto. Kind of don't want to put anyone else in the match just because I don't think... Do I want El Critico to lose? I don't think I want El Critico. Let's go Labyrinto to lose. But El Critico can be in the match, and I don't really care if he loses a little bit of popularity because, you know, we know we can get it back on him, so... Yeah, not too worried about that. For the singles match, high spots, I think we'll go with Silver Tiger again. Where is he? Alright, so Silver Tiger. Alright, so Silver Tiger will take on, I think we might go Phoenix 3. Oh, no, never mind. Let's do someone else in that case. Let's go Faces. I mean, we could just go for maybe Takashita again. I know they've versed each other heaps of times. Yeah, let's just do it. Honestly, it doesn't really matter too much. Just the old high spots match. You know how it goes. And of course, non-title as well. Who's our current trio's champions? Is it Scythe? I think it is Scythe. Yeah, Scythe, Samael, and Hush. Let's give them a title defense here. So Scythe and Sullen Accusers. And they can take on... Yeah, let's go with Boom Boom. Let's go with the Caribbean Connection. Is Caribbean Connection? Yes, I think it is, isn't it? Can't remember my stables. Yeah, the Caribbean Connection. And I think we'll give that 20 minutes. I want to give it a good amount of time. And we're actually going to have Scythe beat Kid San Juan. And this is actually going to set up a match between Scythe and Boom Boom at the next pay-per-view. So, looking forward to that. Trio's titles on the line. Chuck that there. And go on just before the main event. Although, in saying that, that'd probably be a pretty good main event in its own right. Let's also do an auto push because of Kid San Juan. Yeah, so he's up to a mid-carder now, so that's perfect. Up next, I think I want to have a tag match with the Suffering. And they can take on Team... Oh, never mind. We don't really have any face teams, I've noticed that. We've got Dos Phoenix and Team Burning Fury. And finally, I think the Puerto Rican boys, and that's it. So, we are definitely lacking a little bit. Anyway, for this one, let's go with Kyla Adams and Tricolor Jr. Bit of an odd pairing, but I think it's going to work. We'll give the victory to Tricolor, and the loser can be Felipe. Now, hopefully this will actually set up a match between them two at the pay-per-view as well. And you can probably tell which way I'm going to lean. Which way I'm going to lean for that match. Up next, we'll go with another women's tag match. And I think in this one, I want to have Mystery Pink and Purple Viper take on Dreamer and Pinky Perez. And I think we're going to give the victory here to Purple Viper. And I think Pinky can lose this one as well. Obviously, we don't want our champion to lose unless it's for a specific reason. And I think we can call this match now, can't we? There we go. It's also going to be the storytelling match. Basically just the women going at it, more or less. And I guess we need one more match. Maybe let's go a 4-on-4, bit of an 8-man tag. And let's see who we've got left. So we've got Blue Phantom, El Mítico. Let's go Amazing Firefly. And Hurricane, maybe? Yeah, let's go Hurricane. And they can take on the team of Ernest, Austin, Dragon Americano, and I guess Mobstar. That's kind of the whole stable, isn't it? For 10 minutes. And I think I kind of want to give Ernest the victory. He can pin Firefly. But what I do want to do is keep El Mítico strong. Not too worried about Blue Phantom because he is still kind of a mid-card champion. Well, he is the mid-card champion. But El Mítico is kind of a bit higher than him, especially popularity-wise. Alright, so that's going to kick off the show. Let's do some angles. Alright, so we want Angel of Mercy and Nicholas Lopez. They're going to have an angle before the main event. We'll then give Evil Inc. an angle as well. So Scythe, Samael, and Hush. So Menace, I guess Entertainment. Alright, that looks pretty good as well. I guess we may as well just go Silver Tiger. Just to get that 100A star there for our champion. And, well, if we reduce 2 minutes off this match here, we can actually do another 2 promos. I did kind of want to do one for these guys, so I think we'll do that. So let's go Ernest, Austin, who else is in it? Dragon Americano, and Mobstar. So there is, I think that's pretty much Team USA. Although I don't think Ernest is actually in the stable. Oh, sorry, Austin. So let's put Austin in. He's now a fully fledged member of Team USA alongside his tag team partner Mobstar. There we go. And I think that'll auto push the same. And finally, what do we want to do? Do we want Kyla and Tricolor? Or do we want to give the women? I think we'll go the women. Let's go Mystery Pink and Purple Viper. Yeah, there we go. I think that's going to be a little bit more beneficial. At least for the women's side. Kyla doesn't really need it. He's going to get the victory in his match anyway. Alright, let's do some pre-show stuff. Let's go with Phoenix 3, and he can team up with Sunny Wildside to take on the Galactic Union. And of course, we'll have Star Master picking up the victory. Sunny to lose. I'm pretty sure we can call it, so we may as well just call it anyway, even though it's on the pre-show. Doesn't exactly matter too much. Go another women's singles match. Let's go with Brooke Tyler and Velvet Suarez. Haven't really used Velvet too much recently. And she does kind of need a lot of work still. Is still not really up to par with a lot of the other women. So there's that. And then I guess we'll go one more. Let's go with the trios. Yeah, so this one's going to be a bit weird. Kind of just all the people that are left over thrown together. And I think we'll give Lunatic the victory for this as well. And that'll go first. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let us run our second show of the episode. Starting off with a 57 C-, where we have Lunatic, Major Huanta, and Sandman defeating Extranjero Loco, Phoenix 5, and Yellow Flash in 10:22, when Lunatic defeated Yellow Flash by submission with a Lunar Cycle. Alright, so as you can see, we've got Extranjero Loco improving in technical skills there. We then go into a 62C for Brooke Tyler defeating Velvet Suarez in 9:36 by submission with a Brooke Breaker. And unfortunately, we have Brooke Tyler improving in performance skills, which is kind of what I wanted, but the other way around for Velvet. Either way, I guess it's still a positive. And then finally, we go into a 69C+, where we have the Galactic Union defeating Phoenix 3 and Sunny Wildside in 10:06 when Starmaster defeated Sunny by pinfall with a Cosmic Crunch. It's a pretty good pre-show match, I would say. Alright, so we then start the show off with a 68C+, where we have the 4 members of Team USA standing tall in the ring prior to their match together. And as you can see, Ernest Youngman inventing a new catchphrase that is going to boost his ability on the microphone as well. I have to say I'm pretty happy with that. That's probably going to help him. We then go into the match itself, getting a 70C+ as well, where we do have Team USA defeating Blue Phantom, El Mitico Jr., Amazing Firefly, and Hurricane in 9:37, when Ernest defeated Amazing Firefly by pinfall with the hit. And yeah, Hurricane being the weak link. But I have to say, everybody in the match kind of putting in a pretty good performance. Yeah, definitely. Even Firefly got a 53. A couple of improvements. We've got both Dragon Americano and Blue Phantom both improving in Rumble skills. Moving into the women's promo, where we get a 69C+. Excuse me. And yeah, Mystery Pink, Purple Viper, just going over strategy on how they're going to try and beat Pinky Perez and Electric Dreamer here tonight. The match does really well, even better than the last show's women's match, getting a 74B-, where we have Mystery Pink and Purple Viper defeating Electric Dreamer and Pinky Perez in 10:26, when Purple Viper defeated Pinky Perez by pinfall with a Viper Bite. And yeah, I mean, everyone in the match was performed pretty well. Lowest was a 57 there for Purple Viper. Moving on to an 81B, where we have Kyla Adams and Tricolor Jr. defeating the Suffering in 9:31, when Tricolor defeated Felipe Caballero by submission with a figure 4 leg lock. Yeah, just a really good match all around, actually. 77 for Felipe Caballero as well. And he's also improving in technical skills, so An 81B is a solid rating. That's like a main event worthy. Anything above an 80, I would say, is kind of acceptable for our main event. On the TV show. Not on the pay-per-view, but the TV show, it's acceptable. We then go into a 100A star for the typical Silver Tiger angle here. Happy with that, of course. His high spots match gets a 75B-, where we have Silver Tiger defeating Takashita in 9:44 by pinfall with a Silver Tiger driver. And we also have Takashita improving in performance skills. Silver Tiger getting another 89 in-ring. We then go into a 77B for our Trios Champions promo prior to their title defense. The match itself gets a 74B-, where we have Evil Inc. defeating the Caribbean Connection in 20 minutes, 25 seconds when Scythe defeated Kid San Juan by pinfall with a chokeslam. Scythe and Silent Accusers make defense number 2 of their Campeonatos de Trios OLLIE'S titles. Unfortunately, though, Hush sustained a sprained ankle. But that's not too big of a deal because he's probably not going to be involved in the pay-per-view, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But these two, Boom Boom and Scythe, are going to be involved in a bit of a storyline together. At least up until the pay-per-view. We've got a few improvements here. We've got Kid San Juan improving in performance, Scythe improving in performance skills as well, and then Hush improving in Rumble. Ugh, that's not great. 71C+ for the pre-main event angle between Angel of Mercy and Lopez. And the main event, it's acceptable. An 80B for the main event, where we have Angel of Mercy and Nicholas Lopez defeating El Critico and Labyrinto Jr. in 1935, and Angel of Mercy defeated Labyrinto by pinfall with a Mercy of God, and El Critico, as you'd expect, head and shoulders above everybody else. Probably would have been a better match had I put someone else in there that can perform instead of Labyrinto, but then at the same time, it does kind of give an easy loss to someone that I don't really care about, to be honest. So in that regard, it's okay. We also have El Critico improving in both technical and performance skills as a result. Alright, the overall show rating getting us an 83B+, massive improvement from the Bs. You know, I guess the B+ are kind of what we've been getting, if I remember correctly. But I do remember getting Bs for a little bit, so I'm happy to see at least the minimum B+ of an 83. Alrighty, let's hopefully see if we sign Mr. Lucha 3. Alright, so it's a botched move. Hush's injury was a botched move from Boom Boom Jamaica. Luckily, there's no animosity between the two, so I'm happy about that. Extra and Jero Loco wants some momentum, and we get a 1.31 TV rating. 1.31. Pretty happy with that. That's not too bad. Alright. Again, let's have a look at popularity. Oh, we're actually up to a 70C+. I think were we already 70? I think we were. We're up to a 60C in both northern and southeastern Mexico. So they're really starting to catch up to West Central now. I'm assuming the increases in West Central are pretty small, I would say. Alright, well, let's advance. Hopefully Gino Montero is going to actually be available for this show. Well, to make his debut on the next Battalla Eterna. And of course, it's going to be the final show of the episode, so hopefully he is actually ready. I mean, Manny Faith would actually be a guy I would like to look at, but I don't think he's going to be active in Mexico. Snapdragon. Interesting. Alright, so Anarchist, back fully fit. Very happy about that. And then we have Gina Montero leaving south of the border. Perfect. And there it is. Gina Montero has now joined OLLIE. Oh, okay. That has answered my question from, I think, 2 episodes ago. Or last episode. As you can see, alliance match. It says, in your capacity as an alliance champion, you appeared on More Americana last night. The result was Kyle Adams defeated George Wolfe to retain the COT World Heavyweight title. That's pretty cool, man. That is very cool. I'm wondering if we actually we must have gotten popularity from that, surely. Yeah, so we were at an 8 in the Mid-Atlantic, and we're up to a 14. And it's pretty cool that it's more, because, you know, they're a developmental company as well. As you can see there. Ooh, is that a written contract? No. Part of me still wants to bring in Prudence, but I just feel like we don't really need him. And I made such a big deal about bringing him in. I mean, maybe I could just bring him in on a pay-per-appearance contract, I guess. He's also a locker room leader. That'd kind of be beneficial. Although our backstage is almost at a 100. Anyway, doesn't matter too much. We got... Yes! Woohoo! Alright, we got another one. Mr. Lucha 3. I guess I might have changed the episode name now. I mean, the last one was, are we signing the legendary Gina Montero? This one is, have we stolen Mr. Lucha 3 from south of the border? Face or a heel? I said I wanted him as a heel. Only 17,000 per month as well. That's not too bad. Alright, I think he's going to go heel, and I only want to make him heel because Blue Phantom's face, or Midiko's face. So there's two challenges pretty much straight away for him to verse. Along with Extraordinario. But here we go. Gina Montero. Pushing as a main eventer already. You love to see it. You really do. He's also number 53 in the Power 500. And he's going to be making his debut in the main event of Batalla Eterna here tonight. Well, in this final show of the episode. Alright, so we've also got Phoenix 4 back fully fit now as well. Happy about that. Pay rise request here from Cosmic Rider. Give him 75%. He might be another one we look to put onto a written contract. So we can keep the Galactic Union together. Because if we're taking workers from south of the border, they're probably going to want to sign the best that's available in Mexico. And I would say that he's probably up there. Alright, so Guida Alonso. I think she was North Star Junior's manager. So we'll let her contract run out. Really not phased by her. We don't really need any managers, to be honest. And I think she has... Yeah, she's got morale issues there as well. So yeah, not going to worry about that too much. Okay, let's get into Batalla Eterna. We'll book this final show. And I hope you guys are enjoying the episode. Make sure you smash the like button if you are enjoying. And of course, if you're not subscribed for some reason, make sure you do that as well. Turn on the notification bell if you really want to make me happy. Alright, Hush is back as well from that sprained ankle. Alright, so let's have a quick look at our south of the border television. Getting an 83 B+ there, so I think that's their B show, and their B show is getting the same ratings as our main TV show. I mean, yeah, I mean, El Leon, obviously really, really good. El Fueza probably belongs on their sort of B show. I don't really think he's all that good, if I'm being honest. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get into this Batalla Eterna. I'm kind of excited. And I think we're going to go with a pretty big upset victory straight out of the gates for Gino. Do we want to... Let's do a rib. Why not? Just rib someone. Austin, there we go. And no effect. Yeah, interesting. We're only expecting about 7,900 fans, and I think the last show was set 8,600. From what yeah, as you can see, 8,600. Yeah, interesting. I guess the economy's falling. Maybe people are not turning out, although the wrestling industry, I think... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. Either way. Let's do a proper luchador match. 2 out of 3 falls for Gino Montero's debut. And he's going to be taking on none other than resident 44-year-old young man, I guess? I don't know. El Critico. Gino Montero versus El Critico. 20 minutes. And Gino Montero is going to get the victory. What an upset in his first appearance. And El Critico is going to take it as well. That's a massive victory. I mean, their popularity is pretty similar. I think El Critico's at a 74. And Gino Montero is a 70. Yeah. So very, very similar. Alright, moving on from that. I think we want to have... let's have a singles match between... Actually, we'll save that for next episode, I think. Yeah. What we're going to do now is have... Let's have a match for Angel of Mercy. He's going to take on... Where is he? Sandman. Yeah, so Sandman is going to be his opponent. Basically, Silver Tiger, I would like to put him on commentary, but I'm not sure if he can do it. Pretty sure he can't. I mean, let's just put it on there anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. Obviously, Angel of Mercy going to pick up the victory there. Against the young dojo graduate. Alright, up next, we want to have a tag match. And we want to have Scythe teaming up with Samael to take on Boom Boom. And I guess Island Boy is kind of the better of the two between him and... I mean, we could essentially give this one 20 as well. Let's do it. And we're going to have Boom Boom get a victory onto Samael this time. And of course, they're sort of trading victories. You know, Scythe's team, Boom Boom's team. It kind of makes sense. So that's going to go there. We then need a Kyler match. Let's go with an 8-man tag. Like I said, Kyler's kind of on the back burner a little bit. Not too badly, but I just want to focus on Gino Montero a little bit at the moment, at least for the next maybe 2 pay-per-views. Before Kyler kind of gets back into the Universal title storyline. Either way, he's going to get a match here along with El Mitico. Who else do we want to put on the team? Phoenix 4 and Tricolor. Let's go Firefly. And they can take on... Yeah, I think they can just take on Team USA once again. Who am I looking for? Dragon Americano. We're looking for Mobstar, and we are looking for Ernest. Ernest now pushing as a lower mid-carder, unfortunately. And I think we'll give El Mitico the victory there as well. Don't really care who loses. Unfortunately, we can't call the match due to Amazing Firefly, although up to a 68, so I think we can. Yeah, we can actually call that match. Nice. Next, I think we'll go with a triple threat match to determine the #1 contender for the women's title. And I think we're going to have Pinky Perez, Purple Viper, and Mystery Pink. So the 3 women that were involved last week are going to be re-involved this week. I'm not going to determine a winner. You know me, I don't like to determine winners sometimes. And we're just going to see who is going to qualify as the #1 contender for the Mujeres title. Also wondering if this can be the high spots. I think it can. Yeah, definitely can. Alright. Well, I should probably make it the high spots match then if I'm talking about it. There we go. And we do need one more match. So let's go a tag match for Bandonados. Yeah. They are fully fit now, so they can actually take on Team Burning Fury in the opening match. And let's give Anarchist a return victory from his injury. Nice. Okay. Angles. Not going to have too many angles. Obviously, Gino's going to come out and debut. And of course, his entertainment stats are really good. I might even try off script. A little bit of a risk. But with his stats, I don't exactly think it is a risk, to be honest. Let's also chuck him into the storyline here as well. So yeah, Gino is into the Universal title storyline. Up next, I think we'll go with a double menace angle with Scythe and Samael. What else? Should we go with Kyla or maybe Team USA? What about Abandonados? Can they speak? I don't think they can they? So they do kind of need a mouthpiece. Maybe they don't. I don't know. If they're going to be in a stable, that would kind of work pretty well. So maybe we just work the crowd with that one. And then... Actually, let me have a look at my roster for a second. I don't know what I'm doing here. Anyway, doesn't matter. Maybe we could get them a manager. Abandonados. That would be an interesting option as well. Okay, so let's just go for... Who do I want to... Who has the best entertainment skills out of these women? Pinky's actually pretty good. Actually, so is Purple Viper. Not far behind, really. And Mystery Pink's still a little bit further behind them. I think I want to go with Purple Viper for an angle. Because I think she has the lowest popularity out of those 3. So we kind of want to work on her a little bit. Then up next, we'll go with... Let's go with a Kyler angle. By himself, non-scripted. Just him talking about how he's the World Heavyweight Champion. Actually, I guess we could... Because he is the World Heavyweight Champion, we can pretty much just bring in someone every show for him to get a title defense. Maybe we just like cycle through the companies, giving, you know, an opportunity to each different company and maybe one of their main eventers or whatever. I think that's a pretty cool idea, at least for the next 2 pay-per-views. Because like I said, Gino's going to have a lot of work to do. First with El Critico, and then he's going to be involved with Silver Tiger. So yeah, there we go. Okay. I guess we can do one more angle. So let's reduce that by 1 minute. And I think we want to give an angle to... Let's go with Silver Tiger and Angel of Mercy. And this is where we can actually pre-book in the match. And it's Silver Tiger offering the challenge out to Angel of Mercy. There we go. And that can come before the match. I think that it kind of works. Anyway, pre-show. Try and do this nice and quick. We'll go with a face team of Kid San Juan, Blue Phantom, and Nicholas Lopez to take on Mystico, Ramos, and I don't know who else. Seth Whitehead, maybe? No, let's not go Seth. Let's go Alejandro. And I think we'll just have a women's match as well. Alright, so that looks good. Let's go with a women's tag. And I kind of want to use the girls that we haven't used recently. So let's go Estrella and Lauren Easter to take on... Yeah, let's go, I guess, Hellcat and Poison Ivy. Kind of works. 10 minutes. And we'll give Lauren Easter the victory there as well. Alright, nice. I want to say that match is probably going to do better. Anyway, let's run the final show of the episode. And of course, the debut of Gina Montero. Starting off with a 60C for the women's pre-show tag. We have Estrella Blanca and Lauren Easter defeating Hellcat Hernandez and Poison Ivy in 10-14 when Lauren Easter defeated Hellcat Hernandez by pinfall with a belly-to-belly suplex. We've got Estrella Blanca improving in technical skills here as well. Exactly why she's on the pre-show. And then we go into a 61C where we have Blue Phantom, Kid San Juan, and Nicholas Lopez defeating Mystico and the Juggernauts 2 in 9:58 when Blue Phantom defeated Alejandro Ortega by pinfall with a Phantom Cradle. Lots of improvements here. We've got Kid San Juan in performance skills, Blue Phantom in Rumble, and then Alejandro in technical and performance skills as well. Alright, so we then start the show off with a 57C- where we have Abandonados defeating Team Burning Fury in 9:21 when Anarchist defeated Takashita by submission with an Anarchist Dreamer. Anarchist Dream? Anarchist Dream. Kind of sounds weird. Anarchist Dreamer. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll leave it how it is. We do have improvements. We've got Lunatic improving in performance skills, and then Takashita improving in performance skills as well. Not a great match, but it's kind of to be expected. They're both kind of jobber tag teams at the moment. You know, lower mid-carders. We then go into a 59C, where we have Purple Viper cutting an angle prior to the Triple Threat #1 Contenders match. The match itself gets a 67C+, where we have Mystery Pink defeating Pinky Perez and Purple Viper in 11:31, when Mystery Pink defeated Purple Viper by pinfall with a flying body press. A couple of improvements. We've got Mystery Pink in Rumble and Pinky Perez in technical skills. Moving into a 100A star from Kyler Adams, of course, unscripted, as you would expect, but I think either way, He's probably getting 100 A stars. His match getting a 77B, where we have Kyle Adams, El Mitico Jr., Phoenix 4, and Amazing Firefly, defeating Team USA, consisting of Austin Smooth, Dragon Americano, Mobstar, and Ernest Youngman, in 950 when El Mitico defeated Austin by pinfall with a Northern Lights suplex. Any improvements? We got Mobstar in technical and Phoenix 4 in performance. Pretty good match. 77B. That's a solid rating. We then go into a 100A star for the challenge of Silver Tiger, offering a title match for the Universal Championship to Angel of Mercy at the next pay-per-view. So we'll get that one booked in for Camille Chavez del Fuego. And it is, of course, going to be 2 out of 3 falls. And we got Silver Tiger taking on Angel of Mercy. I'm expecting good things from their match, especially with the title on the line. They got an 89A to start this episode, the first main event that we had today. So hopefully a 90 or better. Anyway, we then go into a 60C, where we have Angel of Mercy defeating Sandman, of course, the protege of Silver Tiger, in 10:26 by pinfall with a top rope knee drop. Okay, interesting. Sandman visibly tiring, but that's sort of to be expected. Although he's also improving in technical and performance skills as well, so I'm pretty happy with that. That's kind of what we wanted. I think it was also the high spots match, so a 38 is pretty good for Sandman. We then go into an 88B+ for Scythe and Samael the Accuser's angle, Menace angle, of course, prior to their tag match. The tag match does really well, 82B, 1 point away from a B+. And we have Boom Boom Jamaica and Island Boy Apollo defeating Scythe and Samael the Accuser in 1947 when Boom Boom defeated Samael by pinfall with a Drop the Boom. And we also have Scythe improving in performance skills as well. So all round, that's a pretty good match. And as a result of that, we're going to get the other match booked in. And I think we want to do... Do we want to do an I Quit match? Let me have a look. Can I have a look? I think I can somehow. Let's have a look if we can do an I Quit match, because I think that'd be pretty cool for Boom Boom and Scythe. So it's going to be rated on Brawling. So a 62C is pretty good. And then Scythe has... I'm pretty sure he's good at Brawling, yeah, 64. So I think we're going to do an I Quit match between Boom Boom Jamaica and Scythe at the pay-per-view. I think that's going to be pretty cool. And they're both brawlers. So a brawl-based match. Oopsies. Yeah, we need to book that to Camille Chavez del Fuego. Yeah, so we've got three good matches there. With a few more to come, of course, as well. And of course, we have the World Heavyweight title match with Kyla. We then go into a 99A star, 1 point away from that elusive 100 for Gina Montero's debut and first angle returning to the company. Well, I said debut. It's the debut for him on our series, is what I'm trying to say. Obviously, I know he was in OLLIE'S before. Anyway, just thought I'd explain that in case you thought I might be a bit silly or a bit stupid. Either way, really good stuff. Basically, his homecoming. And then, of course, the match itself, the main event, getting an 85B+, really solid, where we do have Gina Montero defeating El Critico in 2003 by 2 falls to 1 after losing the first fall, with the final fall happening by pinfall with a Montero press. Really good match. Both of them actually getting an 82 in-ring performance as well. So I'm definitely happy with that. And we also have El Critico once again improving in performance skills as well. Alright, let's end the show. We've We get an 87 B+, increasing our popularity in 6 regions. So we got the Puerto Rico increase from an 87. That's really interesting. Very interesting. Now, I'm wondering if that's because we got an 87, or if that's because if we go to the world here, the wrestling industry is now at a 25E. I'm wondering if that's the cause of the increase in Puerto Rico. It could be. It could be. Either way, it's kind of cool to see. As you can see, our broadcasting deal with Celestion Mexico for pay-per-views has run out, which is fine because we're with a better pay-per-view carrier that pays us more money. So, yeah. And the Batalla Eterna TV rating getting a 1.58 with the homecoming episode for Gino Montero. We also have Gino here with an opinion. And he thinks Island Boy Apollo is turning into a good worker. And he's worth getting behind. I would agree. Pretty talented. Talented kid. But you, Gino, you are the most talented, apart from maybe Kyler. Anyway, let's have a little look at some popularity here as well. Now, Angel of Mercy, of course, included in that storyline, and that's definitely boosting his popularity up to a 55 C-. And yeah, he was at a 52 to pretty much start the episode. So he's come a long way so far. Want to check El Critico, just to make sure he lost 1 point of popularity. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. And he's also 44, so I don't really want to... Like I said, El Critico's easy. We can get his popularity up. Give him a few wins over a few people. Not too bad. El Mitico up next. He's got a 66 C+, which I'm assuming is about the same. Probably hasn't really done too much. Let's have a look at Electric Dreamer, because we don't really look at the women's popularity too much. He's up to a 56 C-, so... Yeah, I mean, she hasn't increased really this month at all, but that's fine. Be expected, I guess, a little bit. I wanted to check Ernest's microphone ability, because he did get that increase. Yeah, wow, he's gone up 4 points in microphone. Just from that increase, and I think he's very, very close to a B-. Yeah, and of course his star quality did go up as he became a ripped light heavyweight. So, yeah, all around, he's doing pretty good. How long do we have to wait? So we need another 6 days, and we have the re-debut of Extraordinario as well. And of course, I think he might go into a feud with El Mitico or maybe Blue Phantom. I think Blue Phantom's probably the better option for now. And he might even be the one to take the title off Blue Phantom. We'll just have to wait and see. Sorry. Continuing on. We do have Gino Montero. Let's see if he gained any popularity. Okay, I think he gained 1 point. Yeah, he gained 1 point in West Central, 2 points in Northern, and I think 1 point or the same in Southeastern. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I think he gained 1 point, and El Critico lost 1 point. Either way, doesn't really matter too much. Have a look at your boy Kyle Adams, 78B. So he's pretty much gained 1 point, lost a point in Southeastern. And yeah, Northern Mexico is exactly the same. So that's fine. Who else? Let's see. When does Mr. Lucha 3 start? 13 more days. Okay, it's not too bad. Let's have a look at Scythe really quick. 52D+. It's up 1 point, but he did take a loss in that last match. And then finally, Silver Tiger, our champion, 81B. And it's about the same. Yeah, not too bad. Alright, so that is going to wrap up the episode, guys. Like I said earlier, make sure you give a like to the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are a new viewer. If you want to, guys, make sure you, or if you haven't, make sure you check out the Black Canvas Grappling series. And of course, stay tuned because we will possibly have another series coming out very soon. One thing I noticed, our finances dropped. That we were at 5 million. We have actually gone into the new month. We just went into the new month of, well, we're now in May, but we just finished April. Our finances went down a little bit. Well, our profit, I should say. Down about 50,000. The pay-per-view revenue is actually even higher than it was last time. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing that increased was workers by about 50,000, so I guess that's kind of self-explanatory to an extent. Okay, we're still making we're still making over 300,000 per month, which I think is really, really good at this stage. So I'm happy with that. Anyways, that is going to be the end. Hope you enjoy the end of stat screen, guys.